Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft Christmasified server. What's going on behind me? Oh, this has been an absolute success, and today should be Christmas Eve for many of you around the world, although Christmas is actually celebrated on different days in some parts of the world and in different time zones, so it all may be very confusing, but either way, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And this project behind me has turned out to be a success, so I was a little bit worried because all I was going to do here is lay down all of the snow and see if the other hermits would come along. And they did. They came in their numbers to build on this area and make it absolutely beautiful. And, oh, vintage venison. Oh, this guy has a name. That's so cool. Hi, Mr. Llama. If we go down here, you will see all the wonderful things that have been done. So we're going to take a little tour around. Most of this was done during the Christmas live stream that we did, where I think we had 12 hours of live streaming, 2 days in a row, so that was pretty cool. I had to stream both days though, because unfortunately Iskal, who is on the server right now, had to go on a work trip, so I had to cover for him, and I had a lot of fun streaming. And this area is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I've come over here first of all because this is what Scar built during the stream. He's got a Christmas tree farm over here. There's a truck to carry away your Christmas tree. And then back here there's a little tree farming area. It's absolutely gorgeous. His building style is fantastic, and I mimicked it a little bit by going around and making our paths a lot prettier, adding down slabs, putting in little bits of ice in the path. So the whole area is looking really great thanks to that. Looks like an icicle has been added on the bottom of that one. In fact, on the bottom of most of these there appears to now be purple icicles. I do approve. It looks very good. And apparently I missed one of these. I went around and changed these all to quartz blocks, which look so much nicer. And I've been hearing comments that I missed one, but I don't see where it is. Also, what is that thing over... Oh no, that's me looking through the glass at the zombies. We've seen that already, haven't we? I think I showed that in another video. Anyway, let's go up here and check out Scar's big old house on the hill. This thing is gorgeous as well. I love the interiors up here. The path leading up to it is beautiful. But the interiors, man, it's like minimalism at its best, you know. There's not actually a lot of detail going on here, but everything matches, everything works. Scar is one heck of a talented builder. I think in the live stream I spent a lot of time praising Scar's build. I'm really impressed with what he does. So the other things that are in the area, we got some little houses that were built by Wells Knight. I believe False built this frozen water fountain, which looks extremely cool. This little entrance through the nether portal was built by me. It was supposed to be a lot more bigger and extravagant, but I found it kind of difficult to build bigger candy canes that look good. Ice. False built this, what's it called? Snow globe over here, made out of ice. And there's also something going on over here as well. Some sort of ice rink. Maybe people are still building things. And there's a llama going around in the circle. That's ever so cool. Then we have this project, which was built by Tango and Impulse, the Dirt Brothers. And this girl's over here checking everything out as well. I bet he's recording right now. I've got this feeling he is, because I know he's got to go on another business trip very soon. They also brought a ghast over here. You've been hearing that scream over and over again. They put a Christmas hat and a Christmassy beard on it. Santa ghast, exactly. That's what he's called, Santa ghast. And this thing is awesome. So it just keeps shooting these guys back over and over again. And I think we've seen pretty much everything there is to see. Another house built by Wells Knight, and then my giant snowman. And that's kind of it for this area. And I forgot to mention a couple of things that are glaringly obvious. We've got Santa and his sleigh with the reindeers up there in the sky, and then also a giant, I believe it's called Nyan Cats. Is that the name of the meme or the thing, whatever it is supposed to be? Rendog built that in his live stream. That thing looks fantastic up there. It's a Christmas Nyan Cat because of the Christmas hat, yes. There have been lots of shenanigans going on around the server. I've seen a few of these reindeers popping up. I know who did this though, it's Cleo. She says Vixen like to dance where evil fish spawn. Is that some sort of like cryptic clue? Am I supposed to take one of these? I think it's like a little hunt. I'll keep my eye out for these as we go around the server today. The plan today is to do the Secret Santa. I've got a gift to give to Joe Hills, as many of you know, and I've also received one from Tango. So I clicked on his video, and I got about 2 minutes in, I saw that I was the person that he drew from the Secret Santa, and I thought, there's no way I'm watching any more of this video. And I believe the place that he built his Secret Santa thing was out the front of mine. And there is so much Christmassy stuff going on around the server. We're going to have to keep our eyes peeled because there are things everywhere. Look, candy canes popping up. We'll do a little bit of an impromptu tour as well this episode as we go around and check out all the festive things going on the server. It's going to be a very Christmassy episode, so I hope you're all in the mood for that. Now, it doesn't appear to be built out front of this part of the base. Would it be built out front of the Octavoid down there somewhere? No. We're going on a little bit of a treasure hunt for now, I guess. So I got this one message saying it's out front of your base, and that's what I'm going by. It's not out the front of what I consider the front. It's not out the front of what I consider the back, although the back area is quite large because we've got this bit over here. So nothing there, nothing down the back of there. Maybe they're around the corner. That was kind of an amazing ender pearl throw, because now we can see over all of this area. The answer is no, there's nothing over here as well, is there? Where has Tango built this thing? So then there's YouTube, I thought to myself. I went back to the video Tango's, which I decided not to watch, and I skipped in a little bit. He's building up in the sky, and he's talking about something being a mini adventure. And there it is. That's the platform that I saw. I'm not sure that's the thing that we're supposed to go to first. He might have set up a treasure hunt, and I've inadvertently seen an intermediate step of it. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to go back to the video and figure out where we're supposed to start. I walked right past this. To be fair though, it's just a sign, and I don't know if this is where it starts, but Santa has a secret, plus 160 Y. I'd like to think I would have got that, because the Y would let you know that we're talking about the, the coordinates, right? How am I going to get up there? We've got to use something temporary. I'm going to grab some sand and a torch, and we're going to get on the roof of this building. Sand and torch, he said. This isn't 2015, come on now. We need to use our brain smarts for this one. Oh, please let me out, there we go. That is a pretty effective way of getting up here, is it not? Oh, gotta love these rockets, but landing on it is another affair. So quick spin, take out some of the sting. How does he do it? Plus 300x. I've got to fly somewhere else now, haven't I? Okay, so which direction is X in? It's the first coordinate, so we want to go this way, and we want that number to shrink in order for it to technically be going upwards. Right, looks like we're going 300 blocks in this direction. And there's our next little platform. This was definitely made for using your elytra wings. That's for sure. Delivering all those presents in one night. Am I Santa? Am I on a Santa simulator? I believe we will continue going in this direction then. Here it is, here it is. This one looks a little trickier. Got to time this correctly. So you can spin really fast. Whoa, that was close. I'm not going to do it too fast though, because I'm recording. It might look a little bit nauseous, me spinning around. So, of course, Santa has some magic, but his sleigh also has some extra technical help. We've got to continue in the same direction for another 500 blocks. Okay, here we go, Tango. This looks a little bit different. That looks like my Christmas present. Yes. Let's land on it. Bam. Excellent. Okay. What's this about? Now Santa wants to share his secret with you. Merry Christmas, Asuma. I feel like that's it. I feel like we made our way here. No more cryptic clues, Tango. Shulker boxes for me. Really? Oh, let's see what we got. Dude, firework rockets. Oh, yeah. Santa sleigh boosters. Amazing. What's in this one as well? Two shulker, and I get to keep the shulker chest. That's amazing, Tango. Thank you so much. I actually have a little shulker chest full of rockets. It's only got a few in. That is probably going to last me a very long time. Really appreciate it. Tango, if you're watching, that's an awesome gift. Thank you ever so much. I'm not going to tidy up all of your platforms, though. To be fair, I think there'll probably never be much of a nuisance for anyone. I'm going to tidy up this one, and I'm going to tidy up the one above my base. Oh. What is this right here? Hi. That's kind of hard to read. Santa's Reindeer Hunt. Find all 9 of Santa's reindeers. Collect a bell from each. So Santa can summon them again. Santa is sure that Dasher is inside. Aha! By the way, I was thinking about the one that we saw earlier. I think the clue is to go over to our Guardian farm. Aha, here it is. Right, we'll actually do this as well while I'm on the server today. He says, Dancer is looking for her day in court. Court. Let's head over to the courthouse building. And on our way over there, what do we see? No, it is not a Christmas tree. It is a snowman with a hat. I can't think of a rhyme for that. In all seriousness, no, that is a pretty amazing snowman, right? Oh, I love it. That's far better than what I managed to do. I believe this is built by Fools, who's built things all over the place. And if you're thinking, Asuma, the courthouse is not in that direction, you're entirely right. I don't know why, but I started going in the wrong direction. And apparently, we're going to do this now, which is... Oh, I failed. I was just thinking we'll do Cub's little challenge there. That's going to be so much easier now that we got these rockets. That's actually reminding me of something else. Wow, we have a lot of momentum right now. As you saw, we completely overshot that one. Do you know where we're going? We're going over to the Dangland, because there is an underground Elytra course on this server, which I've completely forgotten about. This isn't... Is this the entrance to it? I forget. I've not actually been over... I think I've been over here once. It's the chopper, isn't it? The chopper leads you there. I don't think I've actually ever done this. Or been here. Let's give it a shot then. Okay, there's music. Okay, you're going to use my rocket, which is way too powerful. And I'm straight into a wall. Wish me luck, I'm going to need it. First thing we're going to do is actually just glide to begin with and not use the rocket immediately. And we can kind of keep ourselves going. There we go. Now here's a place to boost. Oh no, straight up into the corner. And somehow I am still flying. Oh, this is really cool. I completely forgot this was here. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. We can do a lap of this then. Okay, so now we kind of know the path a little bit. We know where to use our firework rockets. Don't hit the ground. Not just yet. Okay, now we're going to use it. Oh, I went up into the same little spot in the wall again. And I'd really like to eat a golden carrot right about now. But we've got to use another one to get up here. This is amazing. I'd love it if this went on for longer. But I've got to say, that's an intense amount of work to build something like that. Ethan and Doc really went all out there. The courthouse, did you say? Yes, I certainly got distracted. It looks like we have located a reindeer. What's written, hi, on these signs? Number 2, she says Prancer wants to meet a ghast. Well, I never. Aha, that brings us to the one that we've already seen, right? Oh, iron nuggets, of course. That's our first iron nugget on the server. Right, we'll take one of these then. We didn't take one already, did we? No, of course we didn't. Aha, there it is. There it is. I've just been cleaning some junk out of my inventory, and I've noticed I've got myself a Hermitron. AOR. R is rare. We've got a Doom Sphere. Like, where did I get that? I have no idea, but there is one in my inventory. That's our first Hermitron. Very cool. Okay, she says she likes blue crystals and camper vans. I've got a feeling I know roughly where that will be. So, a blue crystal would be here, however it appears that something bad has happened over there, and a camper van would be just around the corner. That is a big present. I believe that is someone else's secret Santa. Shall we have a look and see if there's a sign? Well, there is no sign, but it's right up against Wells Knight's build, so I'm going to guess that that is his. And I believe I've spotted the other reindeer is actually on top of Mumbo's base, and there are some hilarious things happening over at Mumbo's as well. So let's have a read. He says Cupid likes big aquatic invertebrates and cannot lie. That's a tricky one. I'm going to have to think about that for sure. Well, during the live stream, I managed to find my way over here and got distracted by the giant Santa hat on the top of the mob spawner. Hilarious, but then I hit something and fell to my death on what appeared to be some sort of Christmas tree. Mumbo's being pranked over here. This is pretty hilarious. There are some chests down the bottom as well. Thought I'd show you that while we're flying around. Oh, that's where the charged creeper is. So many people tell me about this, that Mumbo managed to catch a charged creeper. That's awesome. Hey, whoa, let's slow down here for a second. Dude, that is really impressive. I'm really impressed with Mumbo for doing this. That must have not been too easy, and I don't like the way it's got glass panes around it. That makes me think our line of sights might connect here, so I'm going to take a step back. This is a very cool little shrine as well. That's fantastic. I'm so glad we spotted it. I don't know what I'm going to do next, though, because I can't get my head round what that clue meant and where we need to go for the next reindeer. Oh my god, it's the jellyfish. So I flew around this area looking at the dam because of the aquatic. Then I noticed that there was a fly up in the sky. I don't know if that qualifies as an invertebrate. It's been a long time since I was at school. Leave me alone. Over here it says, Cupid thinks llamas are stupid, but Donor loves them. I think we got to go to the llama Rama next. Aha, it looks like False's Secret Santa came in the form of a black box over here. There's also a lovely Christmas tree just there, and I think we've actually seen a fair bit of the Christmassy stuff as we go around. You can see there's candy canes everywhere. I'd love to show you all of it, but I think we'll just focus on getting this reindeer thing done now, and then we can start work on our own Secret Santa for Joe Hills, which is actually going to take me a fair bit of time to do. Llama, 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 reindeer, llama. Wait a minute, reindeer, what's this? Oh, we found the next one. He knows you can find Blitzen where all loud explosions are sold. Ooh, so an explosive shop we've got to go to next. By the way, I'm looking around here for an explosive shop because it's not at the TNT shop. Rendog has been buying these. Price equals free. He's been giving me 1 diamond, a stack of purple, and he's brought out the rest of the stock, which is kind of hilarious, but I told him about the farm that we have, and he's been using that since. So flying around in the sky and looking at stuff is pretty cool. I kind of looked at this place first of all before I went to Mumbo's TNT shop, and I couldn't spot the reindeer, but coming around again, it is actually located here. So Rudolph is at a high point, keeping an eye out. I wonder where that could be. I really do. Well, there's a giant eye over there, and there's certainly a high point on top of that eye. Is it up? Yes! Yes, it's up here. We went straight to it. That's amazing. Don't fall in the hole. Oh, that was ever so close to falling in the hole. Let's see, what's the next clue? Well done. Put all the bells in a chest with your name. Santa will reward you. Oh, awesome! We get a reward. It probably said that at the beginning, didn't it? And I'm not paying attention. And look at this. We've got a chest and a sign as well. We will do just that. Who else has done this then? Chest and signs. Aha, False has done it. Okay. Sheep. Lots and lots of sheep. It's not too often that we work with wool, but this little farm down here has always been practical. Of course, we can AFK on this, and I've just been collecting some light blue and white wool, and I think we've got enough. I probably don't have enough light blue wool, but I can dye the white wool that I've got there. As you can see, gathered up a fair few things. We're going to build something for Joe. And the something that we're going to build is not going to be the present itself, but I think he'll appreciate it. You see, Joe Hills always has the little @ symbol, doesn't he? Like that. And we're going to build a box for him with the @ symbol on. And the joke here is going to be that the gift is called @Pro Hills. Not Joe Hills, but Pro Hills. Because we're going to turn Joe into a pro with some gifts. As you know, we got pretty much some of the best armor and things that you can get in the game here, and with my recent haul from the end, I could certainly share some of that, and I think Joe would appreciate that stuff more than anyone, as his time to play on here is quite limited, so he can't do all of the grindy stuff like I can do, and so I'm going to do some of that grind for him, get him the good gear, and hopefully it's going to improve his experience. I know where I'm going to build this. I'm going to build it right over there on top of that. Let's throw an ender pearl. Let's see if we have enough space. I am going to have to use that little symbol that I put in chat again. That thing is, I think, like 7 blocks across. So we need like a 7x7 platform here. So if all is correct, this is going to be the size of his gift. What I might do is fill in the tops and bottoms with light blue wool as well. But my time is limited today. The Christmas holidays are approaching. We'll see what we can do. That will be very obvious from his base. What I'll probably do is leave him a cryptic message on Skype or whatever, or Discord. That's what we're using now. Yeah, and it won't be very cryptic at all, actually. It'll be like, go to the top of your base and look around, and he'll see a giant blue box with an @ symbol on, and I think pretty much straight away he'll know exactly who it's for. And that's the last block. And yes, that clearly looks like a back-to-front @ symbol, which is perfect because he'll see it from the other side, I hope. Also, have I added an extra bit in there? No, that would actually be there. Okay, so let's finish building this thing and have a look at it from a distance. Well, that is kind of great. I don't need to go back for any more resources. We have successfully built this thing, made a couple of errors while I was working on it, as I would do. Please fly. Oh, you saw it there being a little bit dodgy. and from up here it looks pretty good. These rockets work really differently from the boost bow. The boost bow will give you a big boost in a momentum, and then when you turn around you would lose that, but you don't lose it with the firework one, and that is very obvious, very clear to see, and I think Joe will have no problem at all finding that. Yeah, now that I think about it, it's really obvious. Like, you boost, you look down, you look up, and you'll go back up again. Quite different from the boost bow. If you guys haven't used the boost bow, you're going to have to take my word for it, but you wouldn't be able to do this, where you just sort of turn around and all of a sudden you're going at the same speed in the other direction. That is not how it used to work. So, I've been putting in time. I have been doing the grind, flying around the server, visiting shops, buying things, going to the end, grinding those Endermen, getting the XP, making the items. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. I'm just in one of those moods. By the way, I've got some flight duration 1s here as well. I wanted to just do a little bit of comparison. Ooh, we're stuck on the ceiling, peeps, and we're out of here. Let's fly like this for a little bit. I think I might like these number 1s a little bit more. It's just the duration, right? Am I clicking on the... I'm clicking on the number 3! Oh, so I have a mouse wheel on my mouse, and sometimes it just kind of like rolls over a little bit. Like, you use it, and then it just goes and creaks a little bit further a little bit after. That's my excuse. So these shorter ones, you get a shorter burst. There's really not too much in it, it feels like. I need to investigate these. It's just strange having the momentum stay with you. I am right-clicking and the server is taking its time. It looks like my connection is awful again. So yeah, the momentum just lasts a bit longer, and just got to get used to it, really. So it should be directly below us. Do an amazing maneuver right there. How cool was that? That was perfect. I believe it is this corner that has all of the sea lanterns. You are supposed to be the Silk Touch one in that slot. It's no bother, though, because these blocks do not need to stay. This is the interior of the place. Can I put you up there? Bam, yes we can. Very clean, and you can see there isn't a central spot, but 4. So I thought what would be a nice present for Joe is 4 shulker boxes. How generous am I? 4 of them! But I think you'll find it's what's inside that's even better. So, loads of those rockets that Tango got for us we're passing on to Joe. I could, of course, made these myself. There's an elytra with unbreaking and mending. I was going to rename some of these items, but I thought I'd leave that to Joe. So some ender pearls and some diamond boots. Now, it's got feather falling on, which reduces ender pearl damage. The other one that would do that is protection 4. That actually has fire protection on, though. There is fire protection, blast protection, and 2 pieces of... there we go, blast protection and 2 pieces of regular protection. So this is some really great stuff. Sharpness 5, mending, knockback, looting. Look at that bow as well. Of course, we've got mending, but no infinity. I thought Joe would probably prefer it that way round. And then we've got some golden apples filling in the little space. Over on this side, we have a Silk Touch pick with the mending, and the unbreaking, and the efficiency, and some diamond ores as well. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I've given Joe the instructions, so he knows where to find this thing. Basically, go top of your base, look around. I think he'll have no problem seeing it. It stands out like a sore thumb. And that is us and our Christmas adventure here on the server done for this episode. I hope you'll have a wonderful Christmas. And if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like. As always, thank you for the support. And yeah, it feels weird wrapping this up after all that time spent making those items. But that is it from me. I'll see you after Christmas as normal. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.